Good day, my name is Blue Suit and today we'll be taking a first look at Back 4 Blood, the spiritual successor to the Left 4 Dead franchise scheduled to come out on June 22nd, 2021. In the closed alpha of Back 4 Blood that's out this week, players were able to take on Act 1 of the game's campaign through Evansburg. As expected, there were some hang-ups when trying to connect with other players, even players invited from my Steam friends list. However, it still didn't take long to connect, and this was only one of a very short list of issues that I had with the game. There are a lot of really impressive things about Back 4 Blood that we're going to talk about, but just how incredibly stable and bug-free the game currently felt is a good sign for how it's going to be when it releases in 6 months. As soon as the game fired up, it was clear to me that this was trying really hard to be a modernized Left 4 Dead, and Back 4 Blood shares a ton of similarities. For starters, there are currently 4 characters you can choose from, and it looks like they plan to add more in the future. Also, a lot of the special zombies seem to make an appearance here as well, though they do look a bit different. There are big melee tanks, vomit-spewing wretches, and gigantic building-sized ogres, just to name a few. But the really important thing that carries over from the Left 4 Dead series is the tactical teamwork required to be successful. The common zombies will mostly die from 1 or 2 shots from any gun, but there are so many that you have to have someone watching your back. Ammo is scarce and you'll be reloading frequently, and it's just such a great feeling to be in a panic trying to reload while zombies are in your face when suddenly a teammate swoops in and saves you, and this happens a lot. As far as weapons go, there's already a solid spread to choose from, covering all of the basics of the genre like shotguns, automatic rifles, and baseball bats. In addition to the weapons, there are also a handful of weapon attachments that you can find or purchase at the safe rooms in between levels. These attachments are somewhat expensive but can vastly improve your fighting capabilities. You can also purchase a myriad of consumable items or pay to restock your ammunition here as well. The level design of these maps is definitely worth noting. There are all sorts of hidden little places to find loot or weapons, and they really made me feel like there could be a zombie around every corner, and usually there was. The final mission of Evansburg was especially impressive and nigh impossible with a group of randos. It involved fighting your way through a massive horde of zombies to plant a bomb in the belly of the ship and then retreating to blow it up. It was enormously fun because in some groups everyone's on the same page and working together makes the task none too difficult. But then it's clear that if even one person is off doing their own thing, the entire party is going to get slaughtered for it. To me, that's what makes the Left 4 Dead game so special, and you definitely get that feeling here. Now I'd like to talk about the biggest addition in Back 4 Blood, the deck building. I audibly groaned when I heard about cards and deck building being added because it really seemed like a thoughtless mechanic that was tacked on for extra content. I was absolutely wrong. The deck building adds a ton of replayability and playstyle customization that was lacking from the Left 4 Dead series, and it's the reason why players won't be returning to Left 4 Dead after they've played Back 4 Blood. Here are the basics. There are 4 different categories of cards: Reflex, Discipline, Brawn, and Fortune. Every card in the game has a passive ability listed on it, such as plus 10% reload speed, or it grants you an AK-47 starting weapon. You pick 15 cards and that's your deck. At the start of the game, you choose 3 random cards and then an additional card at every safe house. It's a bit of luck trying to get the exact cards you want. You won't get the same cards every time, but it's still a lot of fun to be forced into a new playstyle by an unlucky draw. The really great thing about this new mechanic is how varied and imaginative these cards are. So far I've found 61 different cards, and there are a ton of different builds I could make with them. There's a whole section just for melee cards if you wanted to just bash in zombie heads. There are a lot of healer cards if you wanted a dedicated healer in your party. My personal favorite card is called Resourceful, and it allows your secondary weapon to have unlimited ammo. And if you combine this with a quick reload magazine and a quick reload card, you don't spend much time not shooting. I cannot wait for Back 4 Blood to come out. I definitely recommend you to check it out if you're a fan of first-person zombie shooters, especially if you have friends to play with. Everything that's in the game right now works great, but I definitely hope to see more weapons, more zombies, and more cards when it releases in June. I hope you enjoyed this first look at Back 4 Blood. Come see me on Twitch where you can watch my gameplay 5 nights a week. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Until next time, peace!